I sat 2 exams. I did one in July and then one in August, and both of them were in the morning. I could do them from my location, which I did in South Africa, and they were in the morning for me, just an hour behind, so it wasn't too bad. And to prepare in the morning, I just was calm. Interact was always there on the line, ready to help if there's any issue on the day. And everything went well on exam day. You have an examiner that's there ready to help you if you need any help during the exam. But otherwise, it was multiple choice and it was easy to answer. Having done it the first time just to get a feel, I was okay. But the first time doing it, I was a little bit nervous, but once I saw how the platform was, that it was multiple choice, I didn't really have to write out anything, it made me feel a bit more comfortable. Both exams took 90 minutes, so an hour and a half. But if you know all the questions, it usually took, for me, I answered in 30 minutes, but was worried that I answered maybe wrongly, so I would take the time to go over all the answers and make sure I answered everything correctly or as best as I could. So I would sit for the hour at least.
We had our exam done on a portal. It was all done online, and if we had any questions, we would go onto Google Meet and notify the rector. Or there was also a chat bar that you could text. So there was always, you were the only one visible on the laptop, but there was always someone watching and ready to help in case there was an issue.
For the exam that was online, I used a laptop, and they have software that they let you download, so it allows you to do the exam on the computer. And the examiner monitors you from a Google Meet, and then you'll leave that to go to the software that they've given you to do the exam. Yeah, it was multiple choice, and once you finish, you can close out of it, and then you just go back to the examiner and let them know that you finished the exam, and then you can leave. The examiner they spoke English, they were there. If you needed any help, like with passwords, there were some people who didn't remember their passwords. They have it on hand to help you get in. And Interact is also available on WhatsApp if you also need any help, so no issues on that side. To prepare for the exam, Interact gave an online portal, so I was able to use that to study. And I also used some books, some medical books for basic physics, basic biology, basic chemistry as well, but mostly the mock exams that Interact provided really helped.
There were 2 separate exams. They were sat on the same day. I think biology had 50 questions first, and then a few hours later you had chemistry, which had 40, if I'm not mistaken. Interhex did provide you with a platform for practice questions and stuff, which were pretty helpful. I used them all throughout my preparation, but I also did use A-level questions that I had myself too, just for extra help, because why not?
The results I got about 4 days maybe after I did the exams. It was pretty easy. Interact was there to let me know how my grades were, if they were good, if I needed to improve them or not. So they were very helpful.
Before the exam, I was pretty nervous just because this is the first step before you even consider moving to a new country. You have to get accepted first, so that was quite stressful. But once my results were out, I got texts before I even checked my email. Interhex had told me how I had done, which was really helpful. Just knowing that they're looking out for you just as much as you are, which I think it was really comforting, and it helped quite a lot. I found out about the results about 3 to 5 days after I had sat the exam, so I was given my grades then, and then I was given my admission on the 2nd of September. I was happy with how the result format was given. You just got emailed your grade, your number, and everything was organised, straightforward. There was a bit of a waiting period though between receiving my results and getting my admission, so I think the nervousness kind of built up there. But apart from that, I was always comforted and told not to worry, that everything will be fine, it's natural to have this waiting process. So it was quite helpful having the Interhex team just to reassure me during my nervous moments. A
tip I would give to someone preparing for the exam is listen to the advice of Interhex. If they give mock exams and tell you to do them 3 times or so, how many times, just do them and try and do them as many times as you can the day before the exam or leading up to the exam.
For somebody sitting the exam, I honestly would recommend A-level questions. They did help a lot because some of the questions do go into quite a lot of depth. I think that they perfectly did suit the level of difficulty that the exam questions seem to have. And I'd just say relax, be composed. At the end of the day, you'll get through it. There's no reason to be worried. Once you've done your preparation, you should be fine.